Bite.
He does bite.
There you go.
We're live. Hello, welcome back. Matt Bailey here, National Ambassador for the Scotch Malt Whisky Society, going live every single day on this channel. We're doing a bit of an early live for two reasons. I've got some special guests with me who I'll introduce in a moment, but also because by 8 o'clock we'll be packing up the bar here at Starward, and I reckon it'll be a bit busy for me to do a proper live, so we're doing a quick afternoon one now. Sacha from Starward and Jose, or you might know him as El Tote from Casa de Vinos, who are joining us today. Sacha, hello.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for having me.
Jose.
Yeah, hello everyone.
So these two guys are two absolute stalwarts of the industry. Stalwarts at Starward?
Stalwarts.
Yeah, let's go.
Starwarts.
No.
I cannot even speak English. You're trying to make me put me in trouble. You know?
Don't call me a Starward, please.
A Stalwart and Star
We'll call the
Wars.
ambassadors Starwarts.
Stalwarts.
So, and these guys are two absolute titans of the industry in Australia for very different reasons, but I want to ask each of them a couple of questions for the live. Just a quick hello to Lee Wallace, 45 Fin, just jamming. Thanks for joining in and tuning on this Saturday afternoon live stream. Jose, tell us, what is Casa de Vinos and how did you get your start running it, and what is it?
Well, Casa de Vinos is a little store in Port Melbourne. We started now 10 years ago, selling only wine back in the day. And probably around 6 years ago, we changed the format. And because I just love whiskey. We found that we have a really good opportunity in the market to create something special for whiskey. Because no one
Casa
really
de Vinos, so it was started as House of Wine.
My background is winemaking. I'm an enologist, so that's what I know. I work in production in wine industry for 15 years. Hence, I opened a wine shop, but never knew I was gonna, sell more whiskey than anything else when I opened Casa de Vinos. Yeah.
And Sacha, you've been with Starward for how long now?
On and off for over 4 years.
I was about to say it's a while. You started behind the bar, is that right?
I actually started helping Paul Slater out with some events back in 2015, and then 2016 jumped behind the bar, and then did some kind of training and other roles around here, and then about the last 10, 11 months I've been the National Ambassador, which has been great. It's been a lot of fun.
He's been slaying it as well.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Matt.
very much so. And for those who want a bit of context of where we're sitting right now, we're sitting in Starward Distillery, which is where our SMWS with Starward Christmas party is. Starts in about an hour and a half, or just under.
Yeah.
And what are you excited to taste? What are you going to taste for us right now?
Should we start with ours?
Yeah, start with yours. It's unlabelled, so we can't really tell you what it is yet.
We have not released these yet. This is our next cask, or one of two.
Yeah, that's it.
Isla distilled in 2008.
Are you not telling us the
It's
story? Or?
no, it's a secret Isla. We don't know.
He doesn't even know.
I don't even know what
yeah.
it is. I tasted it and I bought, because I
Cheers.
Cheers.
actually enjoyed it.
Let's grab some of these questions coming in. The Casa de Vinos Whiskey Club, it's great getting the delivery monthly.
Yeah. We do little samples every month.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, we do. It's pretty good. Some things that you normally, mostly our own imports and some limited edition things. Yeah.
I've got to say, for a sherry cask, that is super savoury.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that in a whiskey. You remember, for those who have been tuning in a long time, you may remember me talking about diesel drams. This is actually almost like a diesel dram.
Yes, that's what I like of this.
It's like almost like a diesel note to it.
And the peat is not straight on you. It's not like that sort of light.
It's like
aggressive peat.
It's like a nice level of sooty, not
Soot,
like
yeah, but
overly destructively phenolic.
Yep.
Destructively phenolic. Yeah, it's not a palate destroyer. That's true. It's not. It's true. And we've got a long day in front of us, so we're taking it easy.
On top of our head is a 53.9, so low ABV. Funny enough, I taste all my samples blind.
Yep.
And I've been finding out that lately all my choices are being usually below 55.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
without me controlling anything. Just I taste blind everything.
I get that. I mean, I'm actually. I was talking. I think I talked a little bit about this a few weeks ago. How I'm often tending to away from 65, 70%.
The monsters.
Yeah, the monsters, because they're very hard to approach on a daily basis or even on a weekly basis. They're sort of like they're very
Yeah.
I think, but like certain, I think peated whiskey in particular, super high ABV peated whiskey doesn't look as good as like mid 50s or lower peated whiskey. I don't think 61, 62% peated whiskey tastes good in my kind of, well, for my palate at least.
The high ABV hides the peat a lot.
Yeah.
And then when it brings back down, usually the peat, it's really aromatic and present.
Yeah.
I'm going to call that really a sessionable Isla whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
It's the kind of one I could plow through with some friends and really enjoy.
I know.
Did you say
Very dangerous.
53 as well?
53.4,
Yeah.
I think, it's the top of my head.
That's lovely.
It drinks about 5% lower than what it is.
Yeah, I know.
Like it drinks
This
so
is
well.
46.
Yeah.
Where is the doctor after mentioning LPG? That's a very, very specific quote, which I'll explain at another time. Benoit joined, Geovic Craft joined, Matthew Blatchford, 79, Calby Chan. Cool. Good to see you guys.
I know Benoit. Hi Benoit, how you doing, man?
So for those who've just tuned in, I'm sitting with Sacha from Starward and Jose from Casa de Vinos, and we're talking a little bit about whiskey and having a taste of things before it all kicks off and gets crazy in here, because I said I'm not going to be able to do a live later because, let's be honest, at 8 o'clock it's all going to be a bit frantic here and I'm not going to get a chance. I think it's time for one more peated whiskey, and then before we hit the Starwards. Yeah, I'll go quick rinse. It's hard holding a microphone and a glass and a bottle. I'm trying to...
Do you want to hold one?
That's called multi-skilled.
Am I allowed to touch this? Like legally?
Are you worthy?
Contractually?
You just got yourself fired.
That's your job you're holding there.
There's a position available at Starward. Soon.
A position just opened up.
Monday, send your CV. Brand ambassador.
Brand ambassador job just came up.
Yeah.
So this is something that we're going to be tasting at the bar today. Now this one actually got its first feature last night at the Steps Bar in Sydney. I just tried to nose my microphone. There you go. That's how well I'm going at the moment. Jose, you need to tell me
about the rum.
Tell me about the rum finished Calvados.
Oh yeah, Joseph Drain. Yeah, that's very good.
But it's Calvados, so
It's Calvados. Okay, let's discuss this and then I tell him about the Calvados.
this is pure farmyard. It's good fun.
Yeah.
It's
Are we
very,
allowed to-
like that farmyard funk. Just
What I don't know about SMWS is, are we allowed to mention distilleries when you say this, or you
Is
talk
this-
about like
is-
16s and
you know what
can
I'll
say,
tell you this is Ruad Moor. This is technically Ruad Moor.
Gruat more.
Ruad.
What does in Gaelic?
It's a peated 16.
peated 16. Okay.
So
we're not allowed
distillery is Ruad Moor.
to- 16. There we go.
No, it's a new release for us. It's going to make a feature in January Outturn or at today at Festive Steps Melbourne.
Yeah.
Stick on the peat character for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But it's,
Then-
yeah.
Shape pencils.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of
pencil shaving. Yeah.
A lot of that sort of like oily lanolin sort of thing.
Or lanolin. Yes, it is quite. It's quite oily. Farmyardy and funky.
Farmyard on the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stable hay. Heaps of like sort of wet hay.
Wet hay. Yeah.
Wet hay.
Like a horse stable.
Yes.
Like a
correct.
wet horse stable. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Horse
that's
blanket.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I can get around
length,
that.
huh?
I can get around
Salty.
Yeah.
Keeps going.
Yeah.
That's very nice. On the 80 years old.
I love it's a very, very special community when you can use tasters, like tasting notes like horse blankets, and everyone's like, fuck yeah, horse blankets.
Yeah. Fuck, I love horse blanket. Yeah.
Oh, I love
How would
horse
it look like? Yeah. But we all know that smell, and we can all associate with it.
Yeah.
Acme Ghost Repair. Now tell me about this stuff. You can make this shit up. It's like incredible.
Acme Ghost Repellent. Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah, it's
Acme
Looney
Ghost.
Tunes.
I don't know. It's just
Looney Tunes. Yes, that was something.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. Please taste the Tawny Port. Oh, I think he's referring to your Tawny.
Oh, I can get a bottle.
We've got one here somewhere.
I've got a
There's one
very
more-
small amount.
Yeah, there's a tiny bit here. You need that later on today, don't you?
No, this is my personal bottle, so this is fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're going to drink his personal whiskey now.
Let me
That's
just
right. I can get more. I know a guy.
let me just answer. Let me just answer the question about the Calvados. It's the Calvados that we have by Christian Druin. Christian, basically in Calvados, normally every year they buy one batch of barrels. They don't buy a lot. So one year they buy from different suppliers of different kinds. So usually when you get now, they're starting to bottle what usually used to be bottled as a normal Calvados with age statement. Now it gets bottled as a rum finish or port finish or port matures or turns. But this is a changing kind of marketing. Before you never knew what you were buying. It was all kind of standardized. Now they're just bottling single casks for the year what they bought. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. Yeah.
I hope you can all hear us okay. There's a bit of music in the background and we're in a pretty boomy warehouse. So I'm just hoping this mic works because I didn't actually get a chance to test anything like that. You got a nice resting scowl. Yeah, sure. So let's go for a quick rinse and we'll go for one more. Now, obviously we've tasted one of Jose's releases. We've tasted a Society release and we're going to taste a Starward whilst we're here as well.
Now you can read some questions while we rinse this. What do you think? Jose, you need to tell me about the finish cover.
Yeah, we've already had that.
Is that the January Outrun pre-release? Yes.
Yeah, the Acme Ghost Repellent is a January pre-release, or it's at the Melbourne events today as well. So, yes, it'll be in the outturn though. Oh, lovely, thank you. Oh, look at that angle on camera. It's almost, it's true ambassador style. Oh, yeah, sorry, label out. Yeah.
So this is I've been looking forward to this release for about 8 months.
Is that my beer?
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry.
No, that's mine.
If it's full, it's mine. Thank you.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this release for about 8 months. So we made 4,000 bottles of it, and it's 24 tawny casks from Yalumba. So we're using a portion of charred and uncharred tawny. And one thing which I love about this release, which really gets me like excited about it, is normally port casks or tawny casks are like big and sweet and kind of just all dried fruit and spice.
All too much, yeah.
But this has some really savory elements to it, savory oak elements to it, and I think because of the uncharred component.
Yeah.
And I think it's beautiful. 48%, like all of our project whiskies, but just an absolute belter.
Yeah.
It smells like panettone.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
right?
that's a good tasting note. Panettone.
Panettone is like that mixed glazed fruits with dough.
Yeah.
It's that time that's the time of year for panettone.
It's true. Yeah.
Wait, is it? Or is that Easter?
No, it's
No,
Christmas.
no,
Christmas.
it's
Sorry,
Christmas.
it's
It's
Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
It's
I can never remember when panettone is.
I just because like Dave Vitale used to always bring one for our Christmas party.
Of course.
That's the only reason I would know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Funny enough with panettone.
I bet you he had a supplier.
Probably. Yeah.
He knew a guy who knew a guy.
No, in panettones, you can buy the cheap Costco or supermarket one, which is like $15. But when you go to the Italian shops, they got panettones that are like $200.
Yeah, no, they do.
Yes, they do.
Made of gold?
I don't know.
My local market has one
that's
that's like $80, and I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
I kind of like. I want to see what all the fuss is about.
Yeah.
we usually get some at the.
How you doing?
We usually get some at the shop, and then we take them to whatever's left. I take them back to you. I show my mom, and just share with everyone. But they are pretty good.
Yeah, amazing.
Actually, a lot goes on the box sometimes.
I'm going to grab one of these comments from Calby. All good on the sound. Thank you. Good to hear, Benoit. I'll be back in Melbourne end of Feb. Any new releases planned that will be available at Cellar Door, says Calby Chan. Oh! Let's try that again.
So we always have. Sorry, we're just readjusting the camera.
What?
Oh no!
Oh, Jose.
Oh,
no!
There we go.
Okay, we're close enough.
We're good. All right.
Any new releases from Calby's asking around late Feb?
Yeah. Look, I mean,
That's 3 months. That's 2 months away. Yeah.
We have some releases scheduled for next year, early next year.
That's a very diplomatic answer.
So quarter one of next year, and there's a few things that are going to come into play about whether they're released, how they're going to be released, and whatnot. In short, I'm avoiding this question as best as I can because I don't know the exact release dates of them.
But that's exciting. There's some stuff coming in Q1. You know what? I could safely say exactly the same thing about Society. We've got some releases coming in Q1 that I can't talk about yet that are very exciting, and I'm sure Jose does as well. He's got some releases coming. We can't always talk about those
Big
things nice and
bumps.
early because often we're at the behest of the distributors and distilleries and whatnot to actually have a release schedule with these things. But I want to thank you both for being a part of the live stream.
Thank you.
Our members will really appreciate it and get to watch it. Exciting for sure, Calby says. Fixation Brewing, we're just finishing up, but you can watch this later. So I'll just, my own little plug is click the story. I'm going to say it's there on the screen for you. Click the story on the screen to watch this later if you want. And otherwise, you can tune in and watch this on YouTube in about an hour's time. Thank you again. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.
And I'm looking forward to the SMWS X Starward Christmas party, which kicks off in pretty much 1 hour from now. So I've got to go set up the rest of the room, and I'll see you all soon. Cheers.
Bye-bye.